You see how unhappy they are? This is not supposed to be like this at all. At all, at all. They never gonna do good here. They would have never. Mira. They hate it here. They're supposed to not be like this at all. See? That's not supposed to happen. They are unhappy here. Look, this is from the tree. You see that? That's from the tree. From that tree over there. Yo, you see how they're unhappy? They're supposed to be going inside under, look, and they're not. Look at their roots, that little bit of roots. Horrible. Y el irrigation, mira también. I'm gonna tell them to move it. compost because that's what I have. So that's what I'm gonna use. You just apply some in the hole, mix it in. My plants are small, so you don't have to really put too much compost in there. Hopefully they'll love it. Put it right here. I have to grab some more soil and put it on top. I'm just gonna start throwing soil. This is soil from my backyard, so it's the same type of soil. Just hope she makes it. She has to be about the same height. Leveled to the rest. The compost is under there. Just throw the mulch right back and we water it later. Here I'm gonna dig a hole to plant another coral. Corals like organic matter and loose soil. They do not like rocks, so we have to replant them. Now I'm gonna dig a hole here. There's a lot of fruits from that maple tree. Continue digging the hole. If you reach, okay, come and see this. Here, there is a huge tree root slash trunk in there, so we have to cut that out. To remove as many as possible so the plants can be happy in there. Now they're not going to be able to breathe freely. So yes, with these trunks and roots, you have to remove them. If not, the plant will not have space to move around. Just try to remove as much as you can. This is fine. Later, to the top. Now this is soil. Mix it in there. If you see rocks, anything you don't like, just take it out. this is another piece. That means that this is another plant. This you can plant separately. This, if you want, you could divide it as well, but I'm not going to. We're gonna keep them together. Like this. I think I like them like that better. Fill in those pocket holes. Bring back the mulch. Now moving on to the next one. You'll water it later, but don't forget to water it. Out of the way the mulch so it can be easier. I already know this is going to be difficult to take out because of my maple tree, but easier than I thought. Just have to cut. Keep a bucket next to you so that you can throw the soil you are digging out. There's not much under there, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Compost, and that's it. This compost in there. Compost. Again, whatever compost I have, I'm adding. This one is mushroom, that's the one I'm adding. This, move out of the way, just to give them more room so that they can move around. Back the soil to go. I think I have to lift her a little bit. Because she's tiny. You do not want them to be too low, but you don't want their roots to be out either. If the roots are out, they will dry with the summer or freeze in the winter. If they are way too deep in, they will suffocate. They will drown with all the water. And the flowers or leaves won't grow. And now you're going to put back the mulch. We're adding compost here. Again, if you see any rocks, anything that you don't want, remove it now. You don't have to add a lot, just enough that makes the soil a little bit more nutritious for them. I will be planting one of these. They're alive, but they do not look amazing. So let's pray for them. In a month, I'll be checking back. And then this is too low. If you see this, they are way too low. Okay, so you have to lift them. Like you put your hand, you see they're just way too low. It needs to be higher. It needs to be leveled with the ground. So you have to add the soil and lift them. Okay, add the soil, mix it in with the compost. This is the soil I had in the background, in my backyard, and also soil that I had from removing the dead plants I had. And I just put them in this bucket. This should be good because it's more leveled. I had these plants when I bought them. They were so tiny and they were eaten by bunnies actually. And then I bought more of the same ones, and I didn't realize they did not like rocks. And I had them in a rock garden. That was about 2 years ago. Now I am moving them. Hopefully they'll like it here. Here they get a little bit of sun, but it is not direct because there's a tree very close by. And I'm just gonna leave them alone. Maybe add a little bit more and then throw the mulch on top. One more thing, when you throw the mulch, do not throw the mulch covering the center of the plant. You see here, like the direct roots, do not cover them with the mulch. Try not to, because they need to be able to breathe. So it's more here, closer to it, just to keep the roots and the plant cool in the summer and warm in the winter. See all those dead roots in there? I want to get them out because then the plant won't have where to go. Now let's see what's in there. I feel it in here somewhere. Yep, it's in here. I feel it in here and in here. Yep. There it is. See it? Try to get it out. This is my first one that has flowers. Aww. She's still not super healthy, you see? It's just very tiny still. These are about 2 years old, these plants. They should definitely be bigger though. They're gonna like it here better. I'm gonna add the compost now here. Mix it in with the existing soil. This is a good height. I'm going to add more soil. You can lift her a bit, just lift her leaves. Make sure you cover all the pockets. All the pockets. And push them in carefully. Push them in carefully. We will add the mulch. Remember to not cover them directly. Leave space in the center for them to breathe. You're done with the planting. Now we're going to water them. Remember to water them when there's no sun. Try to plant them when there's no sun as well, so that they absorb the water well. Water them well. And you're done.